let yourself begin to notice something very interesting. How people, they often look for buttons, like on a remote control. You press one, the channel changes. You press another, the volume rises, and sometimes you are that remote. And others are pressing the buttons to get you to do things. But here's the beautiful truth. You can unplug the remote, or better yet, reprogram the buttons. You get to choose which channels are even available. Right now, you're beginning to notice that manipulation is just a misunderstanding of power. It's people trying to get their needs met in ways that they don't understand. But you're learning something different. You're learning how to meet your own needs first. Because raising your vibration isn't about pretending. It's about reconnecting. So let's play with a metaphor. Imagine you're like a radio tower. You're constantly sending out a signal, a frequency, and people will tune into that frequency. So if your frequency is fear, guess what you attract? More fear. But when you raise your vibration by choosing truth over illusion, presence over performance, love over manipulation, you begin to broadcast something stronger, like a lighthouse. You don't go chasing ships. You simply stand still and shine. And ships, they come to you. What does that mean? Great question. Let's pretend you're in a sandbox. Some offers you a shiny toy, but something in your tummy feels funny, and you're not sure why. That funny feeling, that's your inner knowing. You already know what's true. Even when someone tells you something that sounds nice, you can feel when it's a trick. You already do this. When you choose who to trust, when you say no to something that doesn't feel right, that's you protecting your light. Now, let's grow something together. When cult leaders manipulate, they offer the illusion of belonging. Dangle easy answers. Exploit your desires to feel special. But you already belong to the universe. You already have worth. You already are special without needing to prove it. Let that sink in. Because when you remember this, the games fall away. They see people as machines. Let's play with that. Imagine a toaster. Push a button. Toast pops up. Simple. But you're not a toaster. You're not mechanical. You're a garden. You need the right light, the right nourishment, the right space. You don't pop out toast. You grow sunflowers. Let's talk about power. Some people discover they can manipulate others. It's like finding a toy laser. They point it and say, look what I can do. But you're discovering something deeper. You're learning that real power isn't what you control. It's in what you liberate. First yourself, then others. When you stand in your truth without needing to twist anyone else, that's charisma, that's light. But how does this work? Science time. Your brain has a part called the reticular activating system. It notices what you focus on. So if you keep focusing on, I'm broken, they have the answers. I need to follow to feel safe. Then your brain starts filtering the world to make that true. But if you start telling it new stories like, I trust myself, I listen to my gut, I'm already whole, then your brain starts looking for evidence of that instead. Like a little detective searching for clues, and that is how you rewire your reality. So what if you believed in yourself completely? Try it just for a moment. What would it feel like to know that you're enough? To trust your light, to follow your own path, not someone else's map? How would you walk? How would you speak? What would you no longer tolerate? Because here's the thing. Cults need you to feel small. Control systems need you confused. Manipulators need you divided from yourself. But you're learning how to be undividable. To listen to your heart. To speak like you already matter. To ask your own questions even when others don't like it. You're already whole. You don't need saving. You already belong. Your truth is enough. You're remembering how powerful you are. When others try to pull your strings, you notice the tug, and you choose peace instead. You're no one's puppet. You're your own artist. One last idea. You ever notice how kids will pretend they're superheroes, and they feel braver just by wearing the cape? That's called embodiment. So if you want to raise your vibration, start acting like the version of you who already has. Speak like them, walk like them, say no like them, ask questions like them. Pretend until pretending becomes remembering, because it's already in you. You were just waiting for the moment when someone reminded you. You were never broken. You were only asleep, and now you're waking up.